What is a physical quantity? Physical quantities are those quantities which can be measured. Physical quantities can be further differentiated into two parts. First one is scalar and second one is vector. Now, scalar. Those quantities which can be represented by their magnitude only. For example, distance, mass, time, etc. are known as scalar quantities. Scalar quantities are basically added with the use of algebra, such as 2 plus 3 equal to 4 is not possible in algebraic addition. You only say 2 plus 3 equal to 5. 5 plus 4 equal to 9 and so on. So those scalar quantity which follow this kind of rule, like they are added with the help of algebra or they follow algebraic rule of addition, are known as scalar quantity. The second quantity is vector quantity. Vector quantities must have three things. They must have magnitude, they must have direction, and they must follow vector rule of addition. The example is displacement, velocity, forces, etc. Now, representation of a vector. So we can represent vectors by two methods. One is analytically. What is the meaning of analytical? Like you can represent a vector A by keeping an arrow at the top. So this is complete representation of a vector, and modulus of vector A is the magnitude of this vector. The second representation method is graphically. How you do this? So just make an arrow, and from tail to head, the length of the arrow is the magnitude of A, and the direction of this head of arrow is the direction of this vector. Now, unit vector. Unit vector is a vector which have unique magnitude and a unique direction. What does it mean? Suppose someone asks you, what is your height? You can say that my height is 5.5 feet. What does it mean? It does mean that you are measuring your height in terms of feet. So, unit of your height is feet here. In the similar fashion, vectors are measured in their unit. So, what you did here to find unit of your height? If your height was 5.5 feet, you divided 5.5 divided by 5.5 and you got 1 feet. What does it mean? You divided the magnitude of this particular quantity and you get the unit of your height. There is a vector as shown, 5 Newton vector at an angle of 30 degree. This is a force. So if I divide 5 Newton divided by 5, then 1 Newton force at an angle of 30 degree from positive x-axis is the unit vector of this force. There is mathematical definition, and a unit vector is represented by cap. So A cap equal to mod of A upon, vector A upon mod of A. So if you divide a vector by its magnitude, then you will get the unit vector along this vector. Now, parallel vector. Two vectors are parallel to each other if they are in the same direction. Parallel means if two vectors are having angle between them as 0 or 2 pi or 4 pi. By telling you that 2 pi, 4 pi, what does it mean? It is same as 0. So, if the angle between two vectors is 0, then they are parallel to themselves. They may be equal in magnitude, they may not. Now, anti-parallel vector. Two vectors are anti-parallel to each other if they are in the opposite direction to each other. That is, the angle between two vectors which are anti-parallel to each other is 180 degree. Here you can see that vector A and B are anti-parallel to each other. Now equal vectors. For two vectors to become equal, there are three important ingredients which are important. The first one, they must represent the same physical quantity, they must have the same magnitude, and they must have the same direction. So you can say a vector to be equal if it follows all these three criteria. Now, if you translate a vector parallel to itself without changing its magnitude and direction, then this vector is equal to the vector itself. So what I can basically what I want to say, that suppose there is a vector A with magnitude mod of A. Suppose if you displace it parallel to itself, then it is not going to change. So you cannot say that if it is displaced to a position and at this position its name is now changed to B, then you cannot say that B is different from A. B is same as A. Here A, B, C represent the same physical quantity and have same magnitude and same direction. So they are equal vectors. Another example, if you see that F1 and F2 both have same magnitude but are having different direction, so F1 and F2 are not same. They are not equal vector. If we multiply a vector by a scalar, the only change it will have, that its magnitude will be changed by tag scalar quantity. For example, here you can see A and 2A. So 2A is nothing but a vector which is parallel to A, but its magnitude has been doubled. Now you see minus 3A. Minus 3 is anti-parallel to A, but its magnitude has been tripled. So if I am going to multiply a vector quantity by a positive quantity, it will be along the actual vector. And if I am going to multiply a scalar which is negative to a vector, then the new vector will be opposite to the original vector. Now, you see there is a question. The question is a unit vector along which is defined as I of force 10 to the power 5 Newton x westward. Represent force in terms of I. So, what does it mean? This is east, and in east I represent I. East can be represented by I. So, west must be represented by minus I cap because it is opposite to east. So, you can say that this force is nothing but 10 to the power 5, which is its magnitude, into unit vector which is minus I cap.